Hello. Hi. It's been a very odd week so far. How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. I had to get new headphones this week, so everything sounds a bit different. My old headphones were, they were not doing very good, so I got new ones. For a reference for what I mean by not doing very good, the wire, like, in the headphones, they were just, like, really warm when they really shouldn't be. They were, like, hot. And the cable that plugged it from the headphones into the port, burnt a little bit. So, I was done with those ones. They just fucking overheated for no reason. And then I decided I'm done with those ones. I had a final at 8 in the morning. I have not slept. Oh, God. Well, I suggest you get as much sleep as you can tonight then. God damn. It feels typical for one to not sleep after beginning their day. Wait, are you talking to me about that one, or are you talking to Gregory about that one? Oh, Gregory. They overheated because they were flustered from your ears all the time. Headphones. I know, right? That's why they needed to be permanently relieved of their of their duty. Okay, they were done. They're about to be starting fires and shit. They got really warm. Like the port. Hugging an ear sounds like an excellent way to remove one. I know, right? Then you can be closer to a seal with the little ear holes instead of like actual ears. They're tiny little ear holes. Oh god. I love seals so much, but I think everybody knows that one. You know, one of the things that I'm messing with now that I have it, see, this says do not eat, but it does not say do not touch. So, I'm going to touch it and not eat it. Because they have a very satisfying feeling between my fingers when they make that little noise. What a day, what a week. I was not prepared for this one. You might squish the ear enough to do damage, but if a hug is ripping an ear off and something bad already happened to the whole head, or you're just really bad at giving hugs. Please be careful with the silica gel packets. Don't worry, I'm not doing much with it. I just have them left over. Do not touch it, or the gel can rub onto your fingers. And because I doubt your hygiene will end up on your food. What do you mean you doubt my hygiene? I am quite hygienic, I'll have you know. Why would you doubt my hygiene? Of all people, me? Listen, I might be weird, but I'm not unhygienic. There's a difference, okay? Do you wash your hands before every snack? Before, what, like for every single time I eat? Before every time I eat? Okay. There's a difference between being hygienic and then that. That's fucking bullshit. I don't like that. That's a bit too much. Washing dirty hands before partaking in a meal is typical for hygiene, Aurora. What, like, my question is, oh, like, do you wash them every time you eat food? That sounds so fucking annoying. I'm so sorry for you. Like, I get it if it's like like specific key meals during the day. If you're gonna get like an apple from the fridge, you're not gonna wash. Like the most hand washing you get is like when you're washing the food. Like, I don't. Why? Weird week? Yep, it's been an odd week so far. It is especially important after touching highly toxic silica gel. Like, I get that much, right? Like, I get that much. I get you touch something that like that, and then you wash your hands for it. I understand that much. However, the thing that I don't understand is washing it between every meal. You also want to eat a silica gel packet, I think. Okay, that's not the company's fault at that point. They say do not eat across the entire thing. If you eat that shit, that's natural selection. I'm sorry. It's just true. So what happened this week? It's not like something happened. It was just the general vibe, if that makes any sense. Like, it's not like I can specifically point out, oh, this happened, and therefore led to me feeling this way. I think it's mainly just been because I've just been kind of like out of it all week. Making a schedule was so hard because I couldn't think of anything new to add, you know what I mean? For me, it was testing week, so it was a weird schedule. Yeah, it's been testing week for a lot of people. I've noticed that part because it's the end of the term, right? Or whatever it is. Yeah, ELI testing, I see. I was always very good at language classes. When I took my college ELA course, I fucking crushed that thing. Like, I'm just really good at writing paragraphs. I don't know if you expected that from me. I'm just really good at writing essays. Because I'm really good at talking about bullshit for like 30 minutes and then getting enough for like a couple of pages and then adjusting it to be right. Yes, but do you know how to read, Aurora? I do know how to read, just in my own head. Out loud is different, because when I read in my head, I get to like, I have a different processing of it, I guess. Fell asleep after section 3 and now slept through half of section 4. Woke up, people are finishing. I'm like, why the hell didn't you wake me up? I had that happen before. I had taken, when I was younger, I was taking a Spanish test, and I was so tired from, I don't know how long I was up, but I was so tired that day that I was not having it. So what I ended up doing was just resting my head in my arms to go to sleep. Just take a little break. Not even sleep, just like rest my eyes, you know? And then I did fall asleep. And I was asleep until the bell rang. And then I had to be woken up. I had to be like shaken awake. It wasn't like a snap your fingers, they wake up type thing. It was like a get the fuck up because you are not getting up. That's more what it was like. What's up, YouTube? Nothing much. We're just starting now. We're just chilling, having a good old time. Yeah, it was annoying, yeah. But what are you gonna do? I can't, like... It should just happen sometimes in that sense. Gotta go have fun. Alright. Thank you for stopping by. Jeez. So no, you're not nocturnal. Anything otherwise is simply childish. Gregory... I have no words for you. See, normally I'd jump on this one. But no, not this time. I'm too tired. As long as you get vitamin D, you can be nocturnal. Yeah, no, exactly. Vitamin D supplements, right? Or like vitamin D things. You really have words at the best times, Aurora, and you have too many words, Gregory. I don't have the right words, and you have way too many. Hey buddy, how's it going? It's going alright so far. We're just starting. We're just hanging out. I have no real thoughts in my brain. Our brains and bodies aren't adapted to being nocturnal. If that's the case, then why am I up all night? Fucking skill issue, Gregory. If you can't stay awake at night, then that's a skill issue on your part. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It just means you suck at staying awake. Skill issue. It's a skill issue, that's all. See, most people here are night owls. That's insomnia. Okay, but my cases of staying up all night aren't insomnia, they're just me fixing things. I have chronic insomnia. I get less sleep than any of you. God damn, you get so... Damn it, my whole line of reasoning. I had a whole thing planned, but apparently not. Why'd you say like the flags? Well, I'll have you know, I don't sleep at all. Oh god. My sleep stuff is really weird because for some reason, there are some nights I stay up way too late, like I stay up till like 7 in the morning. And then my ideal plan to fix it isn't like, okay, I will go to sleep now and then try and like slowly ease it back an hour every night. I don't do that when I want to fix my sleep schedule. If I am too far overdue, what I will end up doing instead is I'll go, oh, it's 7 in the morning. I'll just stay up until like a good sleep time tomorrow. I'll just stay awake the whole time. And then I'll sleep. Because it fixes it. Not really, but it works. It works for a couple of days. But it's the way that my brain works for it. The other one just doesn't work for me. I just can't dial it back an hour. It doesn't really work. And I'll still go to sleep at a bad time. So I just have to not sleep. It's the only way I could get it to, like, work with me. Ideal mentioned. I will have to figure out what ideal means on Friday. Maybe it'll be a couple more Fridays before I figure that out. You know what's one thing that I've been thinking about recently? Late so sad. Hello gaming Chad, welcome in. One thing I've been thinking about recently is, I've been thinking about A Hat in Time, and the fact that that game is like peak fiction. It's one of my favorite games ever of all time, and the people who made it just never have made anything else since, which is such a tragedy. Like, they should make something, because that was a fucking banger. I love that game. I 101% of it. Hat in Time was released 8 years ago. Yep. Did you forgive at the end? Of course I did. I loved my colorful cast of characters. I would never do something so harsh as not forgive. You liked the walrus? The walrus was cool. Could you guess who my favorite one was? I feel like this is going to be very easy. Who my favorite A Hat in Time character was? The penguin? Nope. Was it the seals? Nope. It was Hat Kid herself. I just really like Hat Kid. I don't know why. I think it was because she was just so, like, she was so silly. And I really like silly characters because all of the art and all the missions and how she was drawn and how she was done. Dang, I was going to guess Bow Child next. No, God, I want to play the game co-op so I can have an excuse to see Bow Kid. Because I have only seen her in official art, and I haven't seen her actually, like, in-game. I know she probably has the reused animations, but still, I want to see. I would not call the murder of the dwellers to be silly, or, listen, okay? She just can't have a little bit of whimsy, okay? Anything wrong with that, Gregory? A girl can't kill dwellers? God. They can't do anything nowadays. What's a little bit of murder before lunch, huh? I'd be down for a BSMT A Hat in Time. The hard part about that, though, is it would have to be couch co-op, and it's only 2 people. God forbid women have hobbies. Exactly. God forbid women do anything, right? Oh, God. There is online party, but it's not the same. It's a bit different. Kermer was only a little silly in her pranks. I don't know. Cromer's really putting all those gender reveal parties to fucking shame with what she did. That was a bit much, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, a forest fire might have been more tame than her. You might be able to attempt to suffer through Steam Remote Play. You know what's one of the worst experiences I've ever had with Steam Remote Play? It was when I was playing a game with Khan. I was playing a game that it was couch co-op, but we were doing it with Steam Remote Play. And it was a fighting game. So you can see where the issue comes in. Because Steam Remote Play for a game that requires, like, actual precision with your button inputs? No fucking chance that happens. Not even for a second. I'm not sure if you've tried, but Parsec is pretty good for cloud PC co-op. I've not heard of Parsec before, but I will think about it. Playing a fighting game to begin with was an error. Aurora. I like fighting games though. You might not like them, Gregory, but I enjoy them quite a bit. I play them, and so does Khan. Khan plays a lot of fighting games. He's so much better at fighting games than me too. I really wanted to get good at fighting games, but I just didn't have the mental ability. My thing is, I I can do boss fights and like hard boss fights in games just fine, but I cannot do fighting another person. There's just something about it that's so different and just doesn't work for me. Like, you could give me the hardest video game boss, and eventually I will beat it, because I will learn how it works, and it will work the same way every time, and I will win. You just have the potential to improve, or I totally 100% agree, but it's also a mixture of how much time investment do I want to put into this now, right? It's a mix between if I can and how much I want to put into it. Games are designed to be beaten, correct. Well, yeah. It's mainly because of the predictability of just bosses and things in games, because I can at least predict that even in a fighting game with limited moves even in a fighting game with a kind of limited moves, there's still a lot of things they could do, and I can't predict it every time, you know? Well, I mean, you can predict it, but I can't, because it goes too fast for me. Because there's no... I don't know, it's just not... It doesn't really click with my mind, I guess, is a way to put it. What even is this? So I've had this hard drive, not hard drive. This little Yomi hustle is also like the PvP with slow pace. Is also, I think, I have played Yomi Hustle before. That one I was probably better at because I had more time to think between moves. I could pick the best one, but when I lost in that game, I lost hard. If I won, it was like a decent back and forth. If I won, and if I lost, it was like I didn't expect that one, and then I got half screen countered. Right, sorry. So I have this USB drive that I've had for years. I know it was mine. I know I put stuff on it. And I don't know, genuinely have no clue what's on it anymore. It's really old, and it's broken in the sense that like it still works, but the actual like plug that I would plug into like a computer or something is bent. Like it's like a push up and pull down type thing where like there's a little you can like push it into it and then pull it out. And I mean my main worry is that it's broken and that there's just no point to it. It took me actual years to get the USB out of the thing, because I just couldn't get it out because it bent while inside. So it's just not like, I don't know if it'll work or not, you know, which is this interesting thing. Connor's pretty good with the same level as me. It was a pretty even split when I played with him. I was not that good at the game, sadly. Sadly, I just wasn't great at those ones. But it is what it is, I suppose. And this is definitely a day where there's like, God, I'm not used to season changes. I'm really not. For some reason, they just don't work for my mind. They're not like season changes, but more like I get so used to one time for daylight savings that when it switches, even months down the line, I still get fucked over. Because I'm looking, and the fact that it's still light out, while I feel like it shouldn't be, if that makes any sense. Like it's light out, but I feel like it should be dark now. Exactly. Eliminate daylight savings. Agreed. Daylight savings is just... It's just annoying. It confuses me because even months down the line, I still... It takes a long time to get used to the fact that it switches, and sometimes you forget that it switches, and then you look outside and say, is it really like this time of day with this level of light? It should be darker right now, no? And it's not. Who did daylight savings? I know we had a discussion about this, but whoever did it was... I hate them. On days when I did a lot, it feels weird to find out that it's only 4 p.m., right? Because then it feels like time isn't moving at all. I believe it was in Aussie you wanted more time to catch bugs. Why would the time of day affect bug collecting? It's not like the bugs are on the clock. What, was he like, do the bugs clock out at a certain time each day? Like they go home, they put their punch cards in, and then they're done for the day. They crawl back under their rocks and they chill. But the bug catcher was on the clock. You can just, if you really want to catch bugs that much, you can do it off the clock, right? If you get off work at 5, then you sometimes have 1 hour or 3 to catch bugs. Unfortunately, capitalism determines you need money to live, but that's less of what I'm talking about. It's more like the sense of, like, was he a bug catcher by trade, or was he a bug catcher by hobby? I guess that matters more. Because if he was a bug catcher by trade, and he just spent all day catching bugs, and he wanted the days to be longer to catch more bugs, the bugs don't care about the time of day. They'll still be where they are if he has to catch more. Like, if he wants to catch more bugs, he can just catch more bugs, you know? I don't know. I don't really... Like, you can still work a job... If your job is catching bugs, then you can still work that job and then do it afterward, right? Because you're also in the same place anyway. I mean, unless it's like on the clock bug catching, and you can't catch them at that spot anymore when you're off the clock. Oh, Aurora's confused because they easily catch bugs in their code. Got it. I might be confused. I think I am. Today's a very confusing day for me. Why do I have so many of these? I kind of forget about them, and now they're just, like... My problem has gotten too far. I've done this too much now. That is too many pairs of chopsticks that I haven't used. That is, like, one too many. That's kind of ridiculous now. That's 2... That's 3, 4, and then an individual stick that isn't attached to anything? What was your... Who are you? Where did you come from? How did that happen? Hello, dude. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. I forgot to ask you before, but do you think you've experienced enough Limbus to have theories? I feel like I have experienced enough to have theories, but I don't think I have experienced enough to have theories with any weight behind them, if that makes any sense. The main thing is, for me, there's a lot of bits and pieces. I just feel like I need a little bit more before I can fit them together, you know? Like, going off of 1 or 2 pieces of evidence is alright, but I need at least 3 to 4 in that sense. Yeah. The only thing I think I know for certain, Limbus updated. Pretty neat. It did update. Yeah, I'll look at it tomorrow. I stream it tomorrow. But what's it? Yeah, Honglu's chapter came out. I see. I will get to it when I get to it, 'cause, you know, I'm really far behind. We might reach it in 2026. We might. At this rate, at this pace, we might. That's why I'm gonna have to speed stuff up to go just a little bit faster. You know what's one thing? At this pace, we might catch up by the end of the year, to be honest. Yeah. They have so much content I have to get to. Well, I was joking, since you usually can't catch Limbus stream. I'm sure you'll do great. Why, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best. Hopefully I'll be able to catch up in a decent amount of time. So, about off-stream stuff, actually. One of the main things I've been doing off-stream is playing Hyper Light Drifter for myself. I think I'm glad I decided to pick, doing that one off-stream instead of on. Because it's one of those games where I don't have much to say about it, I just am kind of experiencing it. Like, the most I have to say is walking somewhere, pausing, and then going, oh, I'm lost. That's about it. That's the most I can give you with, like, most of the commentary for Drifter would be just silence, and then, I think I'm lost, and then that's it. Yeah, ooh, pretty, I think I'm lost now. That's it. That's all you'd get. Ooh, pretty, and then me walking in circles for an hour. Because I don't know how to get to a certain part of the map. You know, I've just been enjoying it. I've been quite enjoying it so far. Could be a chill or just chatting stream then. I mean, I'm a bit too far into it to make it a stream, but yeah, I enjoy it quite a bit. I mean, the only difference playing it on stream would make it as keeping you from getting lost. But that was half the fun for me when I played it, so that is true. Getting lost. I mean, the main thing is, I've been trying my hardest. I like how there's more to be said about paint drying than Hyper Light Drifter. I'll tell you exactly why, actually. There's a reason behind that. It's because paint drying was the backdrop to a stream about something else. Meanwhile, Hyperlight Drifter is the stream about something I have nothing to say about. Because it is something where the art itself carries everything, and I don't think I could do it just as well with what I could say. I completely understand, but it's a funny idea. No, I totally get it. Paint drying was essentially just a marathon just chatting stream, which had some of my favorite just chatting moments. I think one of my favorite things to do is pretend that something is real that isn't real, and having to do that for like 30 minutes to fit like 15 to 30 minutes during that stream was a lot of fun to me. I really like just pretending shit exists. Roleplay, it's less in that sense and more in the like just how absurd you can get with it. Like the color movie discussion, like that was so silly, right? Because we're talking about movies that didn't exist. Like we were like genuinely invested in this thing that isn't real. And the colors discussion was peak, exactly. It was so funny. I enjoyed that way more than I'd like to admit. It was really funny pretending how much I cared about these fake properties. Oh yeah, the Limbus Devs made an evil choice. The Deluxe Pass has an exclusive banner of Baby Hung Lu as the art, and I want it really bad. Oh really? They're just selling his baby photos now? Wow. I see how it is. It was crazy how much I cared about these. Fake properties landlords be like. So real. Landlords trying not to fix anything, any mistakes at their houses because it cost them fucking 4 extra cents on anything they'd like to spend. You know what's 2 things that are very evil, and I don't think I'd get any slack. I don't think I'd get anybody upset by saying this. I think these are very, very cold takes. Landlords in the HOA are the most evil thing, are some of the more evil concepts. Not the most evil, but they're quite high up there. DMV is just kind of like, is it DMV? I think it's DMV. I keep forgetting the acronym for that one. But that one's, you can't really beat the DMV. I don't think you can. Right? Yep, the DMV is Department of Motor Vehicles. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Cool. I always mess it up with a different acronym that sounds like it. Yeah. If you've had to do anything with the DMV, I'm so lucky I'm not gonna have to touch that more than I already have. Because I'm not getting a card. Damn, I did not expect Libertarian Aurora. Listen, okay, you can't blame me for disliking the DMV. It's a long-ass process. They'll make you sit there for a long-ass time. It's annoying. It's not even like from any. I don't know. My DMV isn't bad. You just have to wait your turn. It probably counterpoint. Just don't own a car. No, I know that part. I'm already doing that one. I'm already doing that one. I personally just don't like. I don't like the interactions I've had so far, and it's not from like. I do not own a car. Instead, one should travel by. I feel like horse would be better. Except I didn't fail my driver's test 3 times. I didn't fail it 3 times. I only failed it once, and I never went back because I just didn't feel like it. Because another thing is, it's not like I'm It's not like I'm in it, like... It's not like I'd buy a car anyway if I got a license, you know? But to say what you did wrong, I couldn't do parallel parking. That's it. That's all it was. I just couldn't do parallel parking. I was really bad at it. I was either too fast or too slow, and I couldn't get the right pace. It's because I'm of two extremes for things. I'm very bad at getting the right mark. I'm either too gentle with something or too, like, I guess not really aggressive, but like intense with something. The choke point. Yep. It was a K-turn after that, so I was screwed anyway. Did a driving class and failed out of it, so... Thank you for the resubscribe for 7, Dragon Fruit. That's so crazy. very, very, very much appreciated. Thank you. I got lucky then. Mine didn't give a fuck about parallel parking. Yeah, no, for me it was parallel parking and K-turn and other things, and the part of it that made it the worst, and part of the reason, like, the worst part about it was, it wasn't like they took you out on the road. They did take you out, but the next person was, like, they didn't wait for you to finish before they brought the next person around, you know? Like, you'd go, and then the next person would be setting up to go, because they'd be doing the step before you, while you did the step in front of them. So that didn't help me at all, because I wanted to go faster, because I wanted to be out of their way, because I didn't want to be in the way of somebody else, right? I didn't want that to be my fault. So I was like, I'll just go quickly, get this done. K-turn. Technically my test was supposed to be, did we say K-turn wrong? Was supposed to be for my permit, but the instructor just let me pay right there to test test my license, because I already knew how to drive. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, I don't know what a K-turn is. Oh, you don't know what a K-turn is? So, I'm just gonna pull up a picture, because I cannot describe this shit. Hold on. They call them a bunch of different things. Have you heard of a 3-point turn? It's K-turn, 3-point turn, point turn. No, I'd say just look it up. It's a lot quicker if you do that, because I have a hard time explaining. I should probably know this. It's like a way to turn around the car, I guess is the best way to describe it. That is like I don't know how to describe it because I haven't done it before, but like the visual is a bit different, right? Like you have to just look it up and see. Yeah, I guess the trace is, I guess that traces the path of a K. It's turning around on a straight road without Ewing. Yeah. It's, I learned it as a K-turn. That's what I was learning it as, not a 3-point. Which, they both work and they're both fine. It's just choice pick. Choice pick. I just call it pulling out. But I mean, that's a name that people use for it, but I think it has, but like 3-point turn and K-turn. Well, no, I'm not. I'm answering honestly. Don't worry. That one was too. Not you. Oh, okay. Damn. I like how after that one stream, the moment something is mentioned that could be perceived that way, there's immediately the fight or flight response where it's mentioned, and then and then they and then you have to defend yourself from the meme. The only comment my test taker made about made was about me going slow on residential, because I confused the 510 for parking lots with the 1520 for residents. I see. I only mock Aurora and Dragon Fruit. Gregory, you know, I'm glad you have permission to terminate Nuz. Oh my god. You tried, Nuz. I'm sorry. You fought hard. Viking's funeral. You don't have to be, you have to be, it doesn't matter if you're alive or dead for a Viking's funeral, right? You can just put somebody on a boat and set it on fire and it works, right? Because I mean, Nuz is still living, but like we can give Nuz a Viking funeral anyway, right? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure there's like a procedure for this. How to properly burn someone alive. Oh god. Mods, put that guy in the bronze bowl. Oh my god. I paused early when you said, mods, put that guy in bronze. Like what? His ranked score is gonna get tanked. Oh no. Mods, put that guy in unranked matches. Oh no. He's not gonna get to play the game properly. It's so sad. Bronze is better than Aurora, I know that much. And I'm better than you, Gregory. It's okay. It's okay to be bad. You can fight as much as you like. But mods, throw his ranked games until he's copper. It's so real. Mods, get him. Oh my god. Mods vote kick him, get him banned, actually. Mods report his account. Oh god. You know what you have to sentence them to? Mods, make his heartbeat backwards. Oh no. Mods, make him only hit red lights for the rest of his life. Guards, sentence this man. Oh god. Yeah, mods, force him to play League of Legends. There you go. That's punishment enough. Oh no, no. When is the League of Legends stream, Aurora? So, funny story about that one. I'm like, so there aren't very many rules for management, right? Like, I can do basically whatever I want. There is one rule, however. I am not allowed to play League of Legends. That is the only rule. I'm pretty sure that is the only standing rule that management has ever set. The only time I was going to stream League, like the only time that League was in the cards, right? Like, human stood up and then said, nope, vetoed. You can't do that one. Vetoed that stream idea. You cannot do League of Legends. And then that's it. It was done. Oh my god. No, they're not gonna stop Con though. He's gonna stream League one of these days. gonna be. But then again, the lengths people have gone to make him not stream League. He's playing Signalis instead. It's crazy. He was gonna stream League, and then he played Ultra Kill instead. Sorry, not Signalis. He played Ultra Kill instead. Entire BSMT jailbreak arc because Kana played League, because he just couldn't keep his. It's like Pandora's box, you know? Like, he just couldn't not open the box. He couldn't not play League. He just. He had it in his. It was in his blood. He had to play League one time. He needs it. Exactly. How was he supposed to live without his League of Legends? You know what I've gotten into recently, actually? Which has been super interesting for me? I've gotten into randomizers again. Well, not again. I've gotten into randomizers, just in general. My first experience with them. I said again because it's time to be playing games I've already played again. I just jumped ahead with that part. I would enjoy watching a BSMT League collaboration. I know Miwa would be terrifying. You only want that because she wouldn't be mad, because you wouldn't be on the crossfire. What game did you rando? I randoed Hollow Knight, but I did, more specifically, an archipelago, if you've heard of that before. I did an archipelago with Khan, and it's been going. It's certainly been going. Because, as it stands, I cannot beat my game yet. I can't beat Hollow Knight yet, because I don't have a single spell yet, and I also don't have a... I'm sorry, but that sounds like, what, an archipelago? An archipelago is a multi-world randomizer, if you've not heard of it before. Basically, the Khan is playing a different game, and I'm playing Hollow Knight, and our items are randomized across both games. So he can get me, like, grubs in the game he's playing, and I can get him all of his stuff in the game I'm playing. So that's just kind of how it's set up. What? I don't get it. What, did I say something? Either way, I can't progress in the game. I am unable to beat it. I mean, yeah, I don't have any spells, nor, I don't have any spells, nor do I have, Lantern, so I can't beat the game. The closest thing we've gotten is Minecraft Shared Invin. Wait, what, the closest thing, that you've done? My brain isn't working right now. Oh god, I don't understand right now. My brain isn't braining. But yeah, I can't get into Crystal Peak, basically. I can't get into the Crystal Peak because I don't have anything. I've been playing the game without spells I had to play the game without spells and without Mantis Claw for a ridiculously long amount of time. To the point I got really good at pogoing. I made my way up to the last stag station by just pogoing my way there. I just shade pogoed my way there. That's it. That's the only way I could do it because I didn't have Mantis and I didn't have any stag stations at the time. So I just was trying to get as many item checks as possible in hopes that I could get anything that I needed. And then I learned something horrifying that day. Aurora learning speedrun skips? Huh, you have no idea. If I had Fireball, I'd be doing so many more. Speaking of, do you have the speedrun achievements yet? Nope, I haven't actually played the game fully through without that. You do numbers in getting over it. I don't agree. Getting over it's just not my kind of game. I'm not, like, rage games aren't my vibe because I don't get mad is the main thing. Like, I'm not the core audience that rage games. I just get sad, and that's not fun to watch. But what is it? Right, I was trying to get, Yzma's tier, like, go that way, but I didn't have Fireball, so I couldn't do the skip, you know? I couldn't do Super Skip because I don't have C-Dash, nor do I have Fireball either. I don't have Fireball. So I can't air stall. So I'm just fucked. Not reading that on. Have any of you ever done an archipelago before, by the way? Have any of you even tried one? Nope, modding kinda scary to be honest. I can get that one. I have no relation with an island chain, no. I've been trying to get everybody I know to do an archipelago with me because I just really like archipelago. I'm kind of addicted to it right now. What if Aurora got popular from playing a game? I mean, I've already kind of done that part. Limbus has been, like, kind of insane for me. And I appreciate it a lot because of it. I owe it so fucking much. Like, you have no idea. I also prefer beating games than just leaving them. I really have a desire to replay games that aren't, like, really old. I see. I always have that desire to replay games because the main thing is sometimes very specific games kind of like the way that they stick with me very strongly to the point where other games that I play will just be trying to replicate the experience of a game I have already played, if that makes any sense. Like, Hollow Knight is a great example, because I'm at the point with Hollow Knight where I want to play other games like Hollow Knight just to play Hollow Knight again, if that makes any sense. Like, it's because I'm trying to regain that same feeling I had playing Hollow Knight that was just unreplicatable from what I've experienced so far. So I'm trying to substitute it with something else, which is very hard because there's only one game I can think of about doing that with, and I would stream it. Probably. I don't know. I don't know if you would want to see it on stream. I'm not really certain if it's kind of everybody's thing. By that logic, you should play Super Metroid. See, I would love to, but I, however, do not have the device for that one. But there's one game I was thinking I could try, but, I don't know if it would be a good one. I was thinking about playing Blasphemous. Because I've seen a lot of good things about Blasphemous. Because the game is Blasphemous. The first one. No, do not play Blasphemous. Oh, why not? It has explicit nudity and gore. Alright, then I will keep it to myself. That's fine. That just means that I get to play it on my own time. But yeah, no, I've been thinking about playing Blasphemous because that one has been on my menu for games to play. Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2, that's been there. One that I think would be very good at capturing the feel, is I think I might just play Ori, see how that goes. Ori and the Blind Forest. While the Metroidvania plays very differently from Hollow Knight. Well, that's good to know. I mean, I'd still be down to try it anyway. I'm still interested because I like Metroidvanias in general. I think my 3 favorite genres probably are like Metroidvania, Souls-like, and roguelike. Sorry, and roguelite, not roguelike, roguelite. Ori is fun. Beating Ori, that's a long-ass thing. Is by far some of the most fun I've had. Is that a different version of Ori? Or, because I only have Ori in the Blind Forest. Are you talking about in the Will o' the Wisp? Okay, yes. In the Will o' the Wisps is the different one. Okay. So then I just have to play both Ori games. Ori, Will o' the Wisp, and Ori in the Blind Forest. Because I have Ori in the Blind Forest. And I know I'm sitting on that one. I know there's a game that I quite literally have to play, which is its own thing. Vlad appeared in chat one time and then at the right moment and then got a game for, honestly, a goal that I didn't expect because, like, fair enough, I guess. It's probably better than what I came up with. But, like, the only other game that I know for, like, definitively that I will be playing on stream is, what's it? I know for a fact I will be playing, Chrono Trigger because Vlad stepped in and made that game, a thing I have to play now. 1 second, I'll be right back. And I'm back. That was very fast. Do you have the equipment to play Chrono Trigger? I mean, it's on Steam, so I have it on Steam. Chrono Trigger is a good game. Might be nice after Shovel Knight. Yeah. And I mean, the goal to get it was a bit far down the line anyway, because we've decided, or at least I've decided, because I didn't think of anything else that I said I was going to do. Along with other things, one of the things I will be doing for 1K is playing Chrono Trigger. because we had that conversation. Yeah, no, don't worry. I didn't say it because I didn't have it. I only said I was going to play it because I have it, you know? No, it's also on the DS and Switch. And also Steam. So yeah, I got it on Steam. I got the Steam version when it was on sale. Quite good price I got it for. Granted, it's already a cheap game, but like a cheaper game comparatively. But I got it when it was very far on sale. I realized I had to check because I got it when it was like 80% off. So I wasn't sure if it was actually cheaper if I just didn't or if I just didn't read it properly. But no, it is, so that's fine. Another game I like to play again probably is play Sekiro again. I really liked Sekiro. That game was a lot of fun. It was a great thing to have while doing Donathon stuff. The Sekiro streams went hard. They really did. I felt so good at video games playing Sekiro. You can go for the other Sekiro ending. I could. That is true. You still have all those video games that which Mr. Greyback purchased for you. I do, which is 100% correct. And I have been getting through them. One of those ones was Shovel Knight. I've been slowly but surely making my way down the list with what I believe is the most sensical next pick, basically. I was thoroughly invested despite knowing nothing about it. It's such a good game. It's my favorite FromSoft game I've played so far, and it's such a shame that there's just no other ones that feel like it. I'm gonna be honest with you, part of the reason why I'm so excited for Night Rain is because it just feels more like Sekiro than the rest of them, and I really like Sekiro, so it's just more reason for Sekiro. One of the my backlog of games, if you want to hear it, that need to happen on stream. If we want to go down, so going down the list for games that are going to happen on stream eventually, just so you know, Celeste is one, Nier is one, Ori is one, RE2 as well. We had the Crash game that was mentioned before. Also, how long is this game? I have to check. I know I have 2 more on here, but I'm not certain how long they are. So I'm debating on how I'd work about them, because it's Disco and also P5 are 2 of the ones I have in the background as well. There are other ones as well, but those ones I know off the Crash game, like the Bandicoot. Yep, exactly. It's one of those games. It's the 4th one. It's the only one I have. Because somebody recommended it to me, and then it was bought for me. Also, Celeste mentioned. Yep, Celeste is on the list. Disco Elysium will be fun. I'm very curious because Gregory saying it'll be fun is certainly interesting. I know that was your pick, which makes sense. Oh, right, another one is... I keep confusing this game with other games. What is this game, actually? This game... What? Is this what I think it is? No, it's not. Oh, it is. Another one on there. Learning that Aurora is a libertarian again will be fun. I mean, what? Because what I said about the DMV. Expect art soon. Oh my god. A threat. There will be art. Be scared. No, but another one that I have to play is Darkest Dungeon is another game as well that I was confusing with Slay the Spire. I didn't know there was a difference between Darkest Dungeon and Slay the Spire, but I know now. But that one was also one on my list. Wonk Elysium. Oh no. Don't think I know about libertarians, the ones who remove the driver's license? You want to remove the driver's license? Why? I just don't like the DMV because it's an annoying process to go through. I think a driver's license is very important. So everyone can drive? No. It's a 2000, they are, in general, idiots, or, okay. Because I was gonna say, like, that shit's a murder weapon in the wrong hands. Why would, no. A license is important. I just think the process of, like, the DMV itself is just a bit annoying. I can dislike the process, but I can also agree that it has to exist. Like, the DMV by me wasn't great. I don't really, I don't like it from what I've experienced, but not because of, like, oh, you need a license to drive. That's bullshit. It's because it takes so goddamn long for anything to happen. It's so slow. Yeah, but so are toasters. This should we have a license for toasters? No. It's because it's a lot hard. I mean, yeah, anything can be a weapon, but a car is a much easier weapon than a goddamn toaster. Like, it's the difference between starting a fire that can be put out, right? Versus driving a 200-ton fucking car into someone. If you want to understand libertarians, play BioShock. Which one? I already played BioShock. I played BioShock 1 and 2. I have not played Infinite. BioShock 1, okay. God, I don't remember what I grabbed out of that game. All I remember about that game was that it was really cool. Andrew Ryan is a libertarian? Oh, okay. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know what a libertarian was until today. I didn't know people wanted you to be able to drive without a license. It's like it's just dumb. Just like Andrew Ryan. Just like Andrew Ryan. Oh my god. I have Persona music stuck in my head even though I'm not listening to Persona music. They want to abolish almost the entire concept of government, Aurora, because taxes are mildly annoying. Wow, that really is an extreme. Goddamn. I agree, taxes are mildly annoying. I don't think a single person would disagree that taxes are annoying. But, like, there's a reason they exist. There's a reason they happen. I'm not smart enough to know why. You like taxes? You like paying them? Or like you like what they mean overall? I should have probably waited until you responded to the first thing before I asked the second thing and made it more confusing. Libertarianism is generally the stance on less government control. The Libertarian Party specifically believes in less governmental control, free market capitalism, strengthen property rights, and staying out of foreign affairs. I see. it's interesting that we got into this. Just because of my mild dislike for the DMV. And what I think about it, okay? The only thing I think about, and I'm gonna be honest with you, is this one animation about Light from Death Note. Writing in the Death Note. A bunch of different government agencies. Taxes are, unfortunately, important or something. Though the monopoly tax companies hold over making the process incredibly annoying could be abolished. That's the one part of it that I think is the most annoying. That they just can't tell you how much you owe. It's like you have to just guess. And if you get it wrong, you die. Like, shit, my bad. And I know that's just the companies, but if those companies, I don't like companies when they do that, specifically. I realize I have to be more specific about what I say, because context is important, and I can't just say I don't like this when it's a general grandstanding thing and not specify what specific part of it I'm talking about. I can't just say I don't like companies and have that be taken completely normally. I forget things. It does. Oh my god, you were right. That's what the video has in it. It's very silly. I like it. Like, that's not how yeah. Remember, you are representing VSMT at all moments, or, in your words, influence sponsorship deals. Who would sponsor me, though? Like, who? You're mumbling, so I wish for you to restate the statement I heard as I enjoy tax companies. I appreciate I appreciate when they do the thing. So real. If VSMT gets a sponsorship by TurboTax or H&R Block, it's on site. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't want to be sponsored by those two, because I don't want to. I wish I just knew what they paid me. Don't lobby the government for your service, please. I just want to know how much money I owe. It's just a small thing. Why should I have to pay money to know how much money I owe? I'll just get somebody else I'll just get somebody who's smart to look at it for me. That I know, and I don't have to pay. Holy shit, like, you were right. Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna get sponsorship deals. That'd be crazy. The government already knows what you owe. Otherwise, they couldn't know if you had over/underpaid. Exactly. And they can't just tell you that, like how much you owe. The company's allowed the government not to release this info. Yeah, which is dumb. I think it's not a crazy statement to say that that's dumb, and you should just know how much you owe. You play a gacha game, or the mobile game companies will come. Here's the thing about advertisements. Here's the thing about them, and I'm sure this is going to be basically shooting myself in the foot for that, but I don't really care. I feel like advertisements would be really hard to do for me, because I have a very hard time selling you on something I personally don't care about. I need to have a game I actually care about sponsor me, because if it's something I don't care about, I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm just gonna put a statement out here right now. Like, if something like Raid Shadow Legends sponsored me, I wouldn't take that because I think their game looks like shit. Right? Like, I'm not gonna, like, I can't say that honestly and be like, I like this thing when I don't like it. Don't they give you a script, though? It's still disingenuous. At least for me. Like, for my own personal. Oh, you may not care about the product, but do you care about the hundreds of thousands of American dollars? Honestly, if I make, like, making money in that sense, I would not like to make them through sponsorship deals that, for things I don't like, or, like, believe in, you know? I don't know, if you do take those sponsorship deals, I totally get it. Get your bag, right? Like, hell yeah. It's just not my type of thing. It's my own personal one. Oh no, take the Raid one, it'll be funny. Yeah, but I can't do anything silly with it anymore. Because the thing is, with Raid, right? Like, somebody already did the funniest possible Raid sponsorship where the gameplay was 144p and it was like the game came out of a microwave. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But they put it in their rules that they can't do it anymore. Morals get in the way of profits, as all good capitalists know. My thing is that I care too much, so of course I wouldn't shield something that I can't morally get behind, you know? That's all. I just morally have my own stuff. And I'm not gonna sell you something I personally just don't believe in. Because I mean, nobody would, like, be upset at you for it, right? I don't think any person would be upset at you for taking a sponsorship that's shit, unless it's like a genuinely shit sponsorship, like those companies that just suck. But, like, I'm talking more like the product is shit versus the whole company, you know? Like, I don't think people would hate you for that one, because it's just getting that money, getting that bag. But, like, I couldn't do it. In Raid, but I died, I see. Interesting time to show up, because we're talking about a different kind of raid, a worse kind of raid. You're in WoW. Oh, okay. I see. Rate the bug spray. So real. You gonna get canceled? Yeah. I'm sorry. All your TV funding is being pulled. And you're being canceled. There's gonna be no season 2. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's no season 2. I'm sorry. Good night. Thank you for. Alright. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, no. Sorry. There's no season 2. You're gonna get your funds pulled. You're gonna have to turn your season 1 ending into like some rushed, non-conclusive ending that will leave it on a cliffhanger, and everybody will be either glad that it ended or sad that it ended, because now it's just stuck in this void of like, well, what happens next? I'm really curious if I've actually got any sponsorships. I haven't checked because I haven't cared enough to check. Here. I'm gonna check, and I'm not gonna say anything if I see anything, but I'm still gonna check anyway, since it's a good reminder. It's a good reminder to check. Thank you for streaming. Oh. Oopsies. All stream done now? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's it then. I guess you're right. That's it. Yeah, no. They still haven't found me yet. Due tomorrow for Limbus. Yep, you know how it is. Ending 30 minutes early. God, I hate the summer so much. It just makes me feel bad. It makes me feel bad for existing. Cause then the chair is too sticky, and then you just get itchy for no reason, and then it's too hot, or like it's too hot outside, or it's too hot inside, or the wind isn't there yet, or the wind is there too late, or then it's too cold, or then it's not cold, or then it's like too hot after you fixed it for being cold. And if you just like your chair being sticky, consider not having a leather one. Yeah. I have to get a new chair anyway. It's not like the chair itself is that sticky, it's more like the better way to describe it is that I guess it's more like the chair, because I'm sitting in it, it pushes my clothes up against me, and then the clothing gets stuck to me and I have to like pull it off, you know? Because you get really warm and it's really gross. May I suggest using a large rock as a replacement for a chair? No, I'm good. I think I'd use a tree stump instead, sorry. The beast is loose? I know, the beast is loose. He's still out there. Nobody's found him yet. Oh, we need to do something for the 1 year of the beast. When is that? Around Halloween? Yeah, no, it would be Halloween. For Halloween, it'd be like around that mark. I'd just play the game again. Okay, I know what I would do for that stream. It would be really funny if that stream was just... Okay, you have to hear me out. What if for that stream I just played that game on repeat over and over again, and then did nothing else, like paint drying, and then did nothing else for multiple hours? Like, I just played Bones for multiple hours. How many people would here for that stream? I don't think that many. Maybe we'll find the beast. Yeah, no, maybe. Maybe one day we'll find him. God, that stream was so fun. I think recreating it in Gmod would be superior. I need to find the maps then, because it would have to be multiple different maps. The only other thing I could think about doing for it is the, like... I can't think, actually. You would need the beast's model for that. Yeah, you would need a bunch of shit that I don't think they would have in Gmod. It's a DS1 Gravelord servant? Is it really? Hold on, I'm looking up the picture. I thought it was like a wolf thing. Like a werewolf. Like a scary werewolf. My brain is working. I'm getting tired. Let's get into that time of the night. No braining at all. No braining, and it's already, goddamn. Okay, now it's dark. Goddamn, now it feels right. Go to bed then. No, I don't feel like it. Not yet. I don't want to. What if I don't feel like it? Would you force me to? You can't, because then I'd be very sad, and you don't want that. You would never want that. Because you care so much, and you would never want me to be sad because you care about me, and you like me, and you think I'm really cool. And if you didn't think any of that stuff, I would cry. I would cry, and then I would, that's it. Gray absolutely has the power to cut the stream. Oh god, that would be horrifying. Or I do not care about you, which is why I'm telling you to go to bed. You do care about me, which is telling you to go to bed. But I'm not gonna like go to sleep. I'm not that tired. It's also too early. I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna go to the 2-hour mark as I always do, and then I will end it there. We're not even that far away. I'm not like so tired as to the point where I can't exist. I'll be fine. I think it's just that I have my brain shutting off for a little bit. If you're not tired, have you considered melatonin? I have actually not considered that because I don't even need it. I sleep just fine most nights, some nights. I sleep. That's all. That's the important part. Don't pass out on stream? No, I'll be fine. I'm not gonna pass out on stream. I'm too awake to pass out on stream, right? I've been more tired than I am now and still been awake. For how much time are you asleep, Aurora? If you want like specific answers, I have no clue. God, there's a song that's stuck in my head. Well, what time do you usually go to bed when you, versus when you rise? What time do I normally go to bed? Chat is constantly worried about your well-being. I'm fine. I'm okay. But I go to sleep at like 3 in the morning usually. And I wake up, no idea. Any range from like 10 to 12 usually. It depends on the day and what wakes me up. Oh, you're worried that Aurora might be virus again. I've always been a virus, okay? I sincerely doubt that you are okay. Why do you doubt that I'm okay, huh? Why do you doubt that, Gregory McGregory? Am I just that much of... I don't know. You know how I live. No, you don't. You don't know how. You don't know nothing, Gregory. You don't know nothing. You know not a thing. I know what you are. You don't need a mod. You don't need to be a mod to know that. I'm fine. It's okay. I might be weird, but I might be weird, and it's okay, because I'm perfect as I am. No, I'm just a very easily tired person, okay? It's not like it doesn't matter how long I sleep, I always end up getting a little bit sleepy, and then it just goes away. It's weird. And it's because, I'll tell you exactly why. Here's the thing. So, Or simply gets EP at 75% power? Exactly. That is likely a medical issue. I mean, it's probably vitamin D deficiency, right? I've had that one for years, though, and I'm working on it. I mean, I take stuff for it, and I go outside. It's crazy. But I take stuff for it, and I go outside, but I still get tired quickly, so I'm still fixing that, you know? Insert the obvious joke. But, but no, normally so basically, I will explain to you how my mind works in one specific instance, okay? So, when it comes to this time of night, I will get tired, like I am now, and then at some point, I will get a burst of energy out of nowhere, and I will be very awake for much longer. I will either get excited about something, or something will happen, and I will be up, and I will be very awake, 10 times more awake than I am now. It's because right now, things are very repetitive with the area around me. The moment things start changing, the moment I even get up, I will be less tired. When I get out of my chair, I will be less tired. When I go to my bed, I will be less tired. That's how it works for me. The moment I just start acting beyond sitting, I feel what's it? Excuse me. I change my tune. You believe it is a stress response? Wait, what is a stress response? Even simple 10-minute walks can do wonders. I totally agree. One thing I do a lot that I don't do on stream because I can do it is I pace very often because I like moving. If I'm not playing a game, I'm up and walking usually. I'm usually up walking, listening to music, and daydreaming basically. I do that quite often. I have this thing where when I want to chill, I either play a game, watch something, or just daydream to myself. Because I enjoy coming up with ideas. For specifically building off of stuff that I'm already working on or trying to think about. For me, it makes thinking a lot easier for some reason when I'm walking. I think 10 times worse when I'm sitting still. So if I'm up and moving, I think better. I don't know why, but I do. Come on and get it again and see it's never any fun, so don't you stop. You go to set the chance, cause it's a special moment of the time for me, myself and I, and listen to this rendezvous. And take a break, got them just like you. God, that song is stuck in my head. If you've heard of that song before, it's stuck in my head. I have the English cover of Goodbye Sengen stuck in my head. Yeah, it's all I think about right now. I'm going on my music listening to moment. Music is invading my brain and taking over. Sweet deception, but it was around. God, it's stuck in my head. It's there. I'm I'm going on my music moment where my thoughts emptied out and just replaced with song lyrics. So I'm going through that right now. Video James, oh my god, Video James. Oh, let's go on this one. Can't get rid of my God, I've been getting a lot of Video James stuff in my recommended recently, so funny. Or maybe mesmerized by that one song and forgot to stream, I know, right? I've kind of forgot that I have to speak and to be a person. It's so crazy. I bet it might be what? I'm listening to a song. That's great. I'm listening to music and disassociating, sorry. You know how it is. I'm in my own head thinking about music. Get out again to the city, that anxiety's never any fun, so don't you ever succumb. Just a moment like time for me, myself, and I. God, I love that song so much. It's in my brain. It's all over. It's all over my brain. Good night, Aurora. I'm not. Oh, okay. Good night, Gregory. You saying goodnight to me, like in the sense like I sleep, or are you saying goodnight as in like you are going to sleep? That would make sense. If you're going to sleep. Sorry, I'm just music. I'm just music brained right now. What? Hello? Oh, good night, Gregory. I think. I'm so confused. I don't know why I'm so lost now. That confused me so much. Listen, I'm just having a music moment, okay? I'm just having my own little music moment where I'm getting too into a song. Oh, now I'm more awake. Well, shit. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. Mesmerized. I really am. I'm getting mesmerized by music. God, this is one of the moments where I wish I could fucking sing. Like, in the sense that, like, I sing to myself so goddamn much, but every time I've listened to it back, it's always made me upset. It's so sad. And like the song is so good, so God, the music I've been listening to lately is either like Goodbye Sengen or just anything other. Like Goodbye Sengen, that song must be one hell of a mesmerizer. Oh my god, no way. God, I haven't listened to Mesmerizer in a while. When that song came out, I listened to it so goddamn much. For now, the only songs I've been listening to is Love Machine and the Goodbye Sengen and Mixed Nuts as well. Mesmerizer is my favorite game. So real. I love the Miku video game. God, Love Machine is such a good song as well. If you've not heard it before, I recommend that one. It's a Teto song. Teto is really good as well. I like a lot of Vocaloid songs. I like Teto songs. I've listened to a lot of Teto songs. I can't. Kasane Teto, probably my favorite Vocaloid, I think. I'm thinking, I really am though. I'm really on my fucking Teto arc right now. God damn, final 10 minutes already. This has been a very interesting stream to add to my very interesting week, where it's been very off the whole time because time isn't on my side, if that makes any sense. Time feels like a minute takes forever or a minute disappears, you know? Like I can't get a grasp on how much time has passed. Isn't IBM 7094 the original Vocaloid? I don't know. Maybe? I thought it was the afternoon when I woke up, but no, it was mid-morning. Yeah. It really throws you off, right? Like, you think, like, a minute just passed. I didn't recognize that part. 77.7k? God damn. Is that points, or...? Points, yes, AC. Yeah, I'll lower that VIP thing from 1 mil to like 2k. Sorry, not 2k, 200k. 200k? Wait, no, 500k probably. I want it to still take a little while. On 2k? Yeah, no, sorry. No EA games here. I never played any of those sports games because I was never interested in sports. I remember my time with sports when I was younger was just, I'd go into one and then I would say I would do it for a while until I was allowed to stop, and then I would say I didn't like it. And I'd go into a different one and I'd do it until I could stop, and then I didn't like it. Like, that's basically my sports experience. If I had to play sports when I was younger, it was like, I had no choice in the matter, you know? I had to pick a sport to do. And eventually, I was allowed to stop. And I did stop the moment I was allowed to, because I didn't like any of them. Because it went from, what is it? Do you feel like I kickball, girly? No, here's the thing. I could not do kickball or any of those sports because I didn't like people looking at me. That's one of my weird things. I don't like being the center of attention, which is really odd because I'm here. But like, I never liked being the center of attention, especially in school. I didn't like people looking at me. It's different here because I'm not being physically looked at. I don't like it when like physical eyes are on me. Like, I don't like knowing I'm being looked at by people I can visually make eye contact with. Because then my brain starts making it worse than it is. I'll start overthinking things. Perceives you. I'm so glad none of you are real, so you can't really perceive me. I got a great birthday gift. It'll be wooden eyes. Okay, if you give me wooden eyes, then I'm gonna hide them in random spots. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna start just putting them around. That's what I would do if you gave me wooden eyes. I'd make it look like there's some secret plot going on that people who find them will be like, hey, why is there just a wooden eye here? And there's one here, and there's one here, and there's one here. And there will never be an explanation, and they'll never know. I feel like a reference that isn't Coraline. No, I'm just speaking. I'm not referencing anything. And don't worry, I haven't seen Coraline, so I couldn't reference it even if I wanted to. They made them out of the eyes in Lord of the Rings, I think? I wouldn't know. Oh. Well, my phone just died. I'm sorry, I never watched a lot of movies. Phone said stream's over. Apparently so. Hold on, wait, I have an idea. So when I talk, I'll just do this. I'll just do this from now on. I'll just I'll machinima it, you know? I'll machinima it for like a minute. How's this? I'm machinimaing it. It's like a fugi, where it bounces when I talk. But I'm just shaking my mouse when I talk. This works. This is peak, I know, right? This is peak content. This is exactly what you wanted from me. This is everything that you ever could ask for. This is professional VTubing for you. All the bigwig VTubers have never thought about this one. It's so crazy. Professional streamer, exactly. Professional streamer right here, me. Here I am, not touching my phone beforehand, dying midstream, and still being here. Alright, since everything's dead, I think I might, oh no, I can get it to 2 hours. I can get it to 2 hours through this. I can get us there. This is the closest that I've had to a crawl to finish that we've ever had while live, so. We can push, exactly, we can push for another fucking 2 minutes. That's not crazy to do. I always want to hit that 2 hour mark. This is why the 2 hour mark rule exists, by the way. I just want to let you know, it doesn't exist for the going over, it exists for going under. It's not like an over thing. I'm fine going 3 hours instead of 2. But I try and keep it around 2. I try and always at least reach 2, because it feels better to reach 2. I feel better about it when I get to 2. Oops, wrong button. I should probably click this button instead. There you go, that's a better button to click. Sorry, we almost started playing a video game for a second there. No one likes clicking buttons. Aurora likes clicking buttons. Sorry, I didn't. It was tiny. Okay. It was tiny. I was reading it when it was super small, so I didn't see the full word. And then I pulled it up in big text, and I read it better. Aurora likes clicking buttons. It's fair. I do like clicking buttons. I like clicking so many buttons. You know what button I really like clicking though? And one of my favorite buttons. I think it's probably like at least top 10 buttons. I like it quite a bit. It's